Yeah, I see it.
If I'm not talking, that usually means I'm very busy in my head with controlling stuff.
Immer noch so ein Ding bei unserer Community.
Looks fancy.
Yeah, it's I had a different one before, but this is the Vertex webpage. And I can do this. I think it's a short delay, so it should probably just take some seconds.
Now I see the spreadsheet.
Yeah, nice. And I can also might be a bit small.
Yeah, a little bit. You can just size it up onto that corner, maybe. Or just leave it, it's fine. Googly 10 kills per round, Jesus.
Yeah, he's insane. But I mean, you're not far off.
Yeah, I didn't make the kills per round, but I just play more for net damage and not dying. I could just eat myself and probably get more kills.
Yeah. So you do know how to do that?
Maybe, I don't know, I've never actually... I try to prioritize living, because most people just eat themselves. So I'll be like the stabilizer.
Sounds good. I think we're the only viewers right now. I'll post the link into Discord.
Which match is first?
I think AR first. Electrino was coordinating with Toni, and it's their week 9 match. They still have to play.
Alright. What? So you don't want to try Discord share? You think it's gonna break?
I can try. I hope my connection is going to be good.
Yeah. You have Nitro? You could just turn down the quality a bit in the Discord stream. I'm gonna be super delayed because I'm hotel Wi-Fi and on a VPN.
Okay.
I'm not sure how delayed though.
Okay. I think my computer will be fine, but I'm not sure about my connection.
Well, the stream is frozen. Not the Twitch, the...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, are you tabbed out? There you go.
Ah, yeah. I guess that's going to keep happening.
Right. Oh, maybe just do a screen, instead of the Vertex game, just do like your monitor, or whatever.
Oh yeah, of course I shared the app.
Yep. Yeah, that should be fine. You plug in this hotel TV, put the chat on it.
Ah, never mind. I can just look it up. You would play AR, right?
Yeah. I wonder what settings the duck has. It's probably all default, which is fine. But we fucked around with the settings on dev and found some that are good.
Yeah, I think he needs the clash settings still. I think
Yeah.
Clyde changed them and our configs don't have them.
Yep, that happens every time. Because he'll add parameters to it, and then sometimes we don't get it.
I'll really be interested in fiddling with it. Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, there's like plenty of shit to change to like balance. Pretty nice. But I think you gotta explain to people how it really works. But Google can maybe do that.
The clashing?
Yeah. I know how it works, but I gotta like check again.
Yeah, I kind of
And
have an
Google
idea,
might
but
he might have a longer explanation than me.
yeah, definitely. I think I can just put it up on the screen and then everyone reads for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Tries to understand.
Uh,
I think I kind of understand it, but of course not in depth.
Alright.
I get the general idea.
Explain it to my temple boys somewhere. Let's see if I can find it.
I think in the discussion we also explained it in depth somewhere, but it's buried somewhere.
Yeah, it always is.
So you're out for work?
Yeah, I'm working a show here until Tuesday, and then I'm back the next week for another like 10 days back in DC. So I
DC.
only have a week
Nice.
to play
Ah,
Washington DC.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm so uncultured. It's literally a place I only know from movies.
Nah, I'm geographically challenged. You don't have to worry about it.
But so at least you're East Coast, so the ping and stuff isn't too bad. And if we set up a server there or
Yeah.
around UK, then it's not too bad for you and some others, I guess.
I think LeDuc's server is in France, so it should be all right.
Yeah.
I hope like 100, hopefully. On my little VPN setup, I was like 110, so it's not bad, I guess.
1 kill, 10 deaths? Or what do you mean?
Oh, the ping.
Ah, oh yeah. Well, it's better than 500, definitely.
Yeah.
I think we had some people from South Africa who played on 250 ping, and I think
Oh
one
no.
Australian guy or Indian, something fairly exotic.
Yeah. Hello. Oh, okay, bye.
Okay, they changed to Korriban already. Not sure how far they are along with setting up.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the new patch. I think
Yeah, it makes this way easier. You can actually see name tags. The clashing feels better. I'm not sure about netcode though. Rise was saying high ping felt worse. I'm not gonna actually judge it till I'm home, but we'll see about it.
okay, interesting. Yeah, guess we will take it.
Rise said lower game volume or up mic volume
Mhm.
in chat.
Yeah, I'll do that, but it'll also make you lower in volume a bit.
Alright. Turn me up in Discord or turn it down in OBS and then turn me up in Discord maybe?
Oh yeah, good idea. Dukes. That must be LeDuc.
No, that's Rise.
Ah,
He
confusing.
goes by Duke. Yeah, he goes by Duke as well.
Evening.
Hi.
So what's going on with the match thing? Who's turned up?
I think it
Hi,
is.
Bax, by the way.
What's up? I think it's STD versus. Who are they versing?
AR, the week 9
Yeah.
match. They are setting up
So,
currently, and I think they have a match. It's Milky Way and Toni there, and this guy Ordura Vos or something, Schmeth.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I can't pronounce his name. No offense.
What's the password for that server? Is it PUG? Oh, I shouldn't say
Yeah,
over,
right.
Yeah.
over your stream, should I?
Yeah.
Giving away the private information.
Yeah, no private names, no addresses, and no sexual preferences, please. Keep all that private.
Oh, are the name tag colors like the actual team colors too?
Oh
And
yeah,
the points? Oh my gosh. That's huge. That's huge.
this is the luxury patch.
Yeah.
The full package.
So we can actually see who the hell's playing now, which is an improvement
Right.
from the last one.
Exactly.
It was super hard to see like who's who.
Yeah, the commentating was pretty vague last time.
Yeah.
Just based on sort of the colour of the team, but
Yeah, it was
yeah, now we can
super
see
hard.
who's who. So who's your money on, Bax?
Oh, for
Not
this
the. I hope you're not
one?
betting on this.
Wait, hit tab real quick. I gotta see who's on the teams.
Because you've played them all, haven't you? Well, we both played them all.
If I had to bet, I'd probably say STD.
Yeah, I think with that lineup, STG
Yeah,
probably the
because
stronger team.
Trino is solid. I'm not sure what he switches sabers all the time, but he can play all three fine.
Yeah,
He's
he's a
pretty
good
smart
start
in
player.
general.
Yeah, definitely.
Goos is pretty decent. I think like them as a duo is pretty strong against AR. The AR lineup this time. I think if AR had Verax, it would be way closer.
Yeah,
But
agreed.
I'd probably vote on STD. It might still be close though. You never know.
Yes, you never know. So we'll obviously root for the underdog.
Yeah.
It's more interesting.
Too bad Ballsack isn't here. I haven't done a proper intro yet.
Yeah, I think it falls to you now, League 1, to do it.
Yep. Okay. I think they're warming up. Welcome the 5 viewers. We're having another VCL match. A match that was supposed to be played last week. It's STD versus AR. And yeah, we expect great things from both teams.
It should be pretty close, I think.
Yeah, it should be a good match.
So who do we have? We have Electrino, Hellgore, Goos for STD, and Toni, Milky Way, and Schmeth for AR.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Electrino chooses Star for single, because he's very capable on both.
Yeah. And he plays
And duels
duels,
as
so he
well.
just plays all three, yeah.
Yeah. Pax, I was wondering, are you spectating the game? Because there might be a delay between League's stream and the actual.
League is he's sharing his screen on Discord, so there's no delay.
Oh, nice one. Makes sense.
Yeah. I don't wanna spectate on this laptop with like 50 frames. It'd be so bad. I tried to
Yeah,
play
don't do that.
earlier, went like 0-10 in the FFA. I was like, alright, yeah.
Yeah. And the laptop overheated and caused a forest fire or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So not a good idea.
It's warming up my whole hotel room. I got the thermostat on like 70 though, so we good.
Yeah, I'm so unused to thinking in Fahrenheit that it's all Celsius here.
Oh, right.
But what is that in Celsius? About 20 Celsius, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not cultured enough to know that. Not smart enough. I gotta
Let me
set
see.
a mute button just in case I take a drink.
Yeah, I might turn off. Discord's got some pretty weird noise suppressing things I might just quickly turn off.
Perhaps you don't
Yeah.
have to mute yourself. Just time it so you drink when there's we ran out of things to talk about.
Yeah,
We'll keep
or
people
clash
interested.
happens.
Yeah.
Let's see, toggle mute.
Ah, okay. So
That works.
this Schmeth guy isn't actually playing for AR. It's someone called Brightstar or Jacob.
Oh.
I think I've seen Brightstar.
Oh, wait. Brightstar, is that Hyperstar?
Don't know.
I think we did play against him once. Hi, Legolas, by the way, who's joined the voice chat thing. Are you wanting to also join the commentating team?
Welcome.
Hey,
I wanna see if Brightstar is Hyperstar. Because I know of Hyperstar, I used to play a lot.
Very interesting.
I'm actually gonna play. I'm from 999, as you know that, so I'm not gonna stick long here.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
I got it.
Do you want to give a quick pre-match statement? What do you?
Oh, STD is gonna win. STD is gonna win.
You have any opening words?
STD is gonna win against you.
No, not against them. We will win.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we will win. We need to win.
What? Okay, you can't reveal strategy, of course. But we'll be playing for you.
So yeah, so I'm just fiddling with my sound. Give me a sec.
Is he gone again? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he left.
I thought it makes a noise.
He just wanted to, yeah, I didn't hear that either.
I thought he's just, yeah, I'm not talking to you. Not on stream. I'm keeping the instance.
Can you go to a player perspective? I want to see how bad it is still.
I think it's good actually.
Whoa, that looks way better.
Yep. And also the
Holy crap. Yeah. And it's using your camera settings?
Sorry.
Oh, is that your camera settings?
No, it's default spectator settings.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big improvement. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. You could probably toggle between that and the free cam now. I know before it was like a little choppy last patch.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're starting.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. Of course, it's starting with a spectator bug. I have to reconnect.
Everyone's in main, of course.
Right, back.
Point should be up soon. Yep. Oh, bridge, that's fun.
Oh,
Hope he's already there. So Trino's going staff, okay. You just fried Toni. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, he's going crazy right now.
It's an interesting and intense start.
Yeah, this is like super explosive. Trino just killed 3 people.
yeah, so Trina's got 5 kills now.
Oh my god.
It's been shut down, but it didn't stand.
Yeah, extremely good start from STD. And about
Toni
40
just-
points ahead. Which is,
Toni just got hit for like 70 right when he got in. Oh, and then Goos just sits there and kills him. So yeah, STD is pretty ahead right now. Oh, Trino just fell. Uh-oh.
they're playing well on the bridge platform, which is a tough one to play well on.
Yeah,
And
so I
using the
noticed
space
on
well.
bridge, it's best just to stay on one little part of it, let your teammates cover the other, and just hold. Like you shouldn't, like it's probably not good to jump around too much.
Sounds like wise words.
Yeah. So if you cover three little platforms there, and just try to hold your ground, that's like the best way to play the bridge.
Yeah, that sounds about right. This fight in the throne room looks quite chaotic from a spectator. Sort of ran
Oh, yeah.
a bit like an FFA or something.
I think we're gonna try and leave the names on for this whole stream and then see how it
Yeah.
goes. I guess
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay.
it's probably better if we switch between having it on and off. I just want to try for now.
Yeah, you can toggle it. There's a... You can assign it to a button, can't you?
Actually,
I think so.
Yeah, you can.
this
If you go
might-
to input.
yeah, I used it. I think this is better. With the
Yeah.
colors, you can actually see who's
Trino's going ape shit right now.
God, this is a really big... I mean, the score margin is 100 now. 3 minutes in. It's a really big
They're
big lead
just
for
running away with
so
this now.
early. You can see every member of STD is contributing a lot. They've got high net damage, all sitting about average about 250, which is really impressive. So each member is sort of equally contributing.
definitely. Another thing I like is the circle turning the color of the team capture. So right now
Yeah, that's a nice addition.
it's orange. It looks red, but it's orange actually. And when the blue team captures, it becomes blue.
Yeah, STD is, they're just clearing them out like every time. The blue team just strafed in with pretty good timing. They all got there like around the same time. That's like pretty big for the rotate. Okay. They just took
Unfortunately,
point
just-
and it moved. Yeah.
Yeah, it just ran out.
Pretty decent rotate by whoever was in front on blue team. I'm not sure who that was.
So Electrino is basically pressuring the whole team by just
Yeah.
running
Oh,
around
he
and
just pushed
putting
me
a lot of
off.
aggression on them. And then Hellgore and Goos are being a bit more measured and just jumping in, finishing people off, safely dealing damage.
Trino is just destroying everyone. This is like crazy.
Yeah, he's just going mad. You can see that staff is pretty powerful on this patch actually.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I think the damage probably needs to be
We're not sure
slightly
what the
amended.
clash thresholds are.
Yeah, I think it needs to be changed.
It's probably default. I don't know what the default even is because Cloud might have changed it. So
Yeah. So it's this bridge point again now, which is the contested one, as you were saying earlier.
What do you guys think about Brightstar also picking stuff?
I'm not
Yeah,
sure what
he-
he's comfortable with, but
He's been changing throughout the match, I think. I've seen him with all 3 stables now.
oh, he just
Where he just
That
rinsed
stab for stab, yeah, he
Electrino there. Absolutely destroyed him,
just
yeah.
won like 4 classes
Didn't even
in a
take
row.
a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes again.
Then he just
Alright.
took out Goos. He seems pretty good on stuff.
So whoever's blue single in the middle there, I would have liked to see him sandwich. They're 2v1 versus one person on red team. I would have liked to see him jump behind him and sandwich him. And then they just lost the point there. I think if they,
Yeah.
I think like 2v1 in this game, I think the community will benefit from like learning how to position for it. Because a lot of the time, it's the person who's the one just can kind of just stay alive because people don't position properly for it.
Definitely. There's a lack of patience, I think, and people jumping in at the same time, which
Yeah,
causes problems in the 2v1. And not understanding the position and taking advantage of clashing and blocks and stuff.
yeah. So if you're the 2 versus one player, you kind of want to make a V and have the one player be the bottom of the V, right? So that you're just cutting off all of their escapes. And you can completely,
Yeah, and
both players can react to wherever he retreats to, basically.
And you also need to make sure that you're pressuring the one as well, because otherwise there's no point in having 2v1.
Right.
If one is pressuring and the other is playing a bit more patient and looking for opportunities to follow up on, say, a clash that's won, but one player is unable to follow up on. If the other player then follows up, then it can work really well and you can deal damage quickly.
So that's the end of game 1, decisive win.
It's not looking good for AR,
That was real
unfortunately.
decisive. I mean,
They need to...
Trino at the start, when first point spawned, he had like 7 kills. By the time the
It was
first point
unbelievable.
spawned. That was crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
I'm gonna quickly try and get the stats up.
You playing music on your stream,
No, I'm
League?
not. I completely forgot.
Oh yeah, well, it doesn't need it at all.
Quick thing to the thing. Screenshots. Okay. Toni acknowledging that Electrino's staff seems very strong.
It looked pretty
Yeah.
ridiculous. I know what settings I had in dev build that felt good, but I'm not sure what LeDucSAS has it on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. It felt to me that staff is extremely strong this patch, but I don't know if it's just... I mean, it's too early to say, really. I've just played a bit on the developer and then...
But especially in control, where you're confined to the circle,
Yes.
you can't really, like, you know, usually you're 1v1ing staff, you're just taking your time with red.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But if you're confined in a circle, you're just going to get shredded if you're not careful.
Yep. Yeah, you have to be very aware when you're playing against staff.
I know with my team, we usually try to always 2v1 the staffer, so that one of us is always backstabbing him, so he's like kind of like flustered.
Do you?
The best way
Keep 'em at
to
bay.
fight them is to backstab, yeah.
What's your?
Backstab or... Oh yeah, what's that? League?
I was gonna ask, what's your recipe to not deal team damage as much?
Just respect your opponent's radius, like, or not opponent, your teammate's radius. Like, you don't want to get too close to them ever. Like, let them cover their space, you stay in your space, and just kind of hold your position. And, like, pretend there's a little radius around, like, maybe 2 saber lengths, where you don't want to get near your teammate at all.
Interesting. So you have
Unless you're 2v1ing and you're super confident, you have good synergy, and you can just kind of move in and
Do
backstab.
crazy
like,
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but that requires a lot of synergy.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
we
say,
used to do
pretty
that
tough.
in JKA in,
Yeah.
when we played ESL.
I'd say
2-on-2s.
Revan and I have pretty good
That was
synergy,
ages
and we're
ago.
able to do that, at least when we played a couple of these matches together in 2v2.
Yeah.
think we're live.
But-
Second round.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, nice.
But
I like
of
that
course-
Clyde has set the team names. It's really clear.
Yeah. So STD rotated super fast to the first time.
So interestingly,
It's not gonna
Electrino's gone for duels this round.
Yeah, and Brightstar is also.
Yeah, Brightstar
Yeah,
started
but-
on duels last round, I think.
Already. Yeah, I called
Uh,
it. Trino always just switches sabers. He doesn't even care.
The confidence.
So Trino goes down early.
Yeah, I mean, they
STD
had a
still
massive
holding.
lead. And if you
Team
think
seems
about
to
it,
be rotating slow. So that's
in terms of net damage, the STD were all pretty equal.
yeah.
So they can afford to switch things up. The
I
enemies
noticed
on their toes.
Nice.
Toni keeps rotating faster than his teammates, and then he gets to the point first and takes some damage. I usually just wait for my team and just kind of, if I can, like get a little
Yeah,
hit, I'll get that, but I don't like overstep because you don't
Yeah,
want to
there's
take
just
like 50
there's nothing to
damage
be
and then have
gained,
your
is
team
there?
come. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's definitely. I think it seems to be a more efficient strategy, doesn't it, to wait outside?
Yeah. Like you want to enter the zone with your at least 2 out of 3 players on your team.
Bit of a comeback here from AR, by the way. They're 15 points up now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they pulled ahead. And they're going to
They need
X
to keep up the pressure, I think, because STD will just catch up very quickly if they make any mistakes.
I noticed they changed the icon for the point.
Some outside
Yeah.
circle fighting him.
Yeah, they got rid of the guy's face. I don't
It's
know
not
whose
the
it was.
dev fat suit face.
So who was it then?
Dizon? Was it
I
Dizon?
think that was just
Someone
this
told me it was
design with the
decent,
fat
yeah.
suit.
Uh,
So good.
Okay, so we have AR in the lead actually right now.
Yeah.
yeah, they're actually extending the lead. Oh no, having said that, they then got pretty close.
So Milky's just gotta chill. Alright, now he can play a little aggressive. I wonder if they have team comms because Trino's okay, he got him.
Milky's got quite a sort of unusual style. He does a lot of rolling and longitudinal movement, which is sort of unexpected and can throw people off balance sometimes.
Yeah, there was a time in Vertex where rolling was extremely OP. Like, it was so far.
Oh
They
yeah.
were really actionable at the end. So I think people still have that like ingrained in their hands where they want to roll away. I think dodge is a little better in general.
Yeah, I
Because
haven't
they-
really used.
they
I
nerf
mean,
it.
I'm pretty new to Vertex, but I haven't really used the roll much at all. I prefer the
Yeah.
dodge occasionally, but that's about it. The roll seems to make you quite vulnerable, and when people roll, when I see someone rolling, I just go in for a free hit usually.
The only time it's good is you actually do have to look straight at the ground to hit someone rolling. So if you notice
That's
they're
true.
looking straight, you can kind of just roll under. But it's still risky because you could still, like, if I see someone rolling, I'm just looking straight down immediately.
Yeah, I think most not decent players will just aim at the person rolling, aim down.
So this
But yeah,
one's
you could
way
use it to
closer.
throw someone off.
This is how I thought the games would go. Last game was crazy. Trino just like absolutely destroyed it.
I wonder if Trino will switch back to staff actually, because they're
Maybe
about
maybe
25
game
points
3.
behind, aren't they? 30 points behind.
Seems like the carries have shifted. It's Hellgore for STD and Milky Way for AR.
Yeah, Milky's actually going crazy.
I wonder if it's to do with the map, just the form.
Oh yeah, it could be the map. This is a much more intense map than Korriban.
Everyone
Previous
seems to
one.
just be going balls deep on each other.
Yeah, it's like a mad FFA basically.
Yeah.
Just a free for all.
So that was a nice
STD
little
just took the lead. There we go.
Hellgore
pretty
catching
quick.
catching Milky's landing.
Oh, tied. Really close match.
You can tell they are fighting.
If they can hold this, oh, Hellgore is standing still.
I appreciate the balls on AR because they should really probably play fairly patiently and just
Yeah.
hold on to their lead, knowing that they could lose it at any point. But they're just going full in, not caring at all. that's a lot of respect for that.
Yeah, I think 2v3 is doable. You can kind of manipulate the enemy team to run into each other.
So the point is moved, but they are still fighting.
Yeah, this happens a lot actually. People just really want to kill each other and just stay. I rotate instantly. I'm like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
yeah, same.
I guess they are just really heated up. They feel the pressure.
Yeah, I don't blame them. This is super close. Holy crap! It's literally tied.
STD have taken over again. This will be a really annoying loss if AR lose this round. Because they were doing so well.
I think I want to see a third one.
Yeah,
I'd love to see a third game. Be good. Milky Way is doing some pretty good damage there. He just took out Goos. Everyone's low on STD, so this could be another shift towards AR
Yeah, I
having the
think
lead.
Blue should get a lead here.
It's so close.
They should get a lead here, actually.
They need to pressure kill Hellgore, I think.
Toni needs to just stay alive. Okay.
One point behind. Can you believe it?
And Toni, even though he's low, still swinging at people rotating like an absolute mad lad. Look how
Does
low
not
he is.
give. Yeah. Proper balls, that chap.
And there Milky Way goes.
Yeah. Yeah, red team's just running away with this now. I think blue team had a chance to get the lead there.
Yeah, they
extra
slightly
game.
buggered it by playing a bit too overconfident.
Yeah.
So 3 minutes left and 70 points for red team left.
But there's like a 5-point difference.
Goos is
Blue are
down.
gaining.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Goos is down. Blue pulls ahead. Oh! And then Trino gets a kill, so they just keep their lead.
Oh,
I think they
very
need to
close.
prove their play when they are in the minority a bit.
Right.
But perhaps it's just the nerves.
Yeah. And when blue has the advantage on the point, they seem to not be able to hold it too well.
Yeah,
They got a
the
little-
problem is just they play really ballsy, which is
Yeah.
great. Great to watch, but it doesn't mean that they're going to hold the lead for very long.
Yeah.
But they've obviously got the skills to win. It's just the
Yeah.
match
I
is
think
slightly
I think we
taking
all
the foot
could
off
improve.
the accelerator.
We all could improve our team play a lot, especially for.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, it's a new game mode, you know.
Yeah. But there's a lot of team tactics to be learned still.
Yeah.
I remember Revan and I one game, we experimented with if we kill one person in 2v2, we get the other guy low and then just wait to kill him till his teammate rotates in, then we're like, alright, kill him.
Yeah,
We
I've done that a lot actually.
with that. We just run
I've done
away with the
that.
lead so hard. That's how we were like 300 like to 100
That's
people.
yeah, man. I've done that. I did that exact strategy in that last game. It's quite a good one.
It's looking really close.
Yeah.
Somehow
Oh,
it's
another
not
cafe? Another cafe point. Cafe is so like, it's just crazy because the tables there are like, they just block you so hard.
Yeah.
And it's such a small room that it's like completely chaotic.
Yeah, it's really confined space. It's very easy to fall off the ledge by accident. It's very easy to get caught in a table.
I think you
Set
should.
points.
Oh, Milky needs to stay alive.
Ooh,
No,
come on!
Points
Oh,
and
oh my god. That
No
was
way,
unbelievably
dude.
close.
Milky had to stay alive there. That's why they lost.
So close.
Mad.
If Milky just jumped to the corner and just stayed alive, they would have taken that. That's so unfortunate. But that's what I'm talking about with the team tactics. Like, if you know you're low, you look at the score, you see how close it is. You need to stay alive at all costs while also being, like, in the point.
Yeah, and it's not, you shouldn't be thinking about who you're going to kill next and how
Right.
many kills and deaths you've got. It's not about that at all. It's pure control score. So every action you take has to be influenced by that, not the thirst for kills, really. Which I think was
Yeah, you really have to
maybe what
think
we saw in the
about-
last round.
you gotta think about what's the best play for the team and for the control, like the actual points.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that
I'll
was a great
sometimes
game.
purposely go for a big trade if I know I'm low. If I know I'm low, my team is all 3 in the point. I'll just go for a really ballsy trade just to like die real quick and reset, and maybe get some damage in, so that
Yeah,
I can just rotate back in and it'll be tied again. And
yeah, that makes a lot of
there's all this
sense.
little stuff like that that I think can improve everyone's team play a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's, as you say, there's a lot to learn and
Yeah.
work out because it's so early. But that was a very entertaining game, I thought.
Oh, that's so unfortunate,
Pretty-
man.
Pretty
I want to see a
chaotic.
game 3.
Yeah, it's annoying. They're obviously very similarly skilled teams.
Yeah, I expected it to be closer. Trino just, I don't know. That beginning of game 1 was like completely ridiculous.
Absolutely mad. Just almost looking like he was kind of instaing people.
I mean, he
Getting
had
them at
7
one
kills.
shot
He's
and
up
stuff.
70 points alone when the first point spawned. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm going to.
it's a mad start.
Electrino sent me the screenshots. I'm gonna try and bring them up so we could do some post-match discussion, perhaps.
Yeah,
I
sure.
think the second round is definitely fairly interesting in terms of points, or
Yeah.
rather crazy. Just like 3 minutes, I think. I'll have them up.
Hmm. But yeah, I'd like to see from all teams. I'd like to see better team play. I'd like to see better 2v1 positioning. Maybe I could do a little video on it, like I did that Tasper jumping.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear your thoughts on that.
I know I only learned that stuff from the JKA days where I'd play with the USA pros and get destroyed by them, and we would Skype with each other, and they would like give me some lessons on that. It's crazy how far that kind of play can like take you.
Absolutely. I played a lot back in the old JKA days on the pro scene, and there were a lot of different strategies that were kind of shared around for TFFAs.
I'm pretty
that was the
scared
main
to
thing,
see.
really. I
I'm
was shit.
scared
I
to
wasn't
see
a
a
good player.
team that like if a team really wants to win in TDM, they go up 2 kills and then just strafe around the map. I'm still
Yeah,
waiting to see like who's going to be the first team that does that.
yeah. Well, there was a time wasting rule on ESL, so if someone was doing that, then you could basically submit the replay to the admin.
Oh, okay. So there's
and then
stalling.
if
There's
they
like
watched
rules
it
for
and said,
stalling.
okay, yeah, exactly. And
That's
if they
good.
judged that you were time wasting, then the game gets becomes a no contest.
We are definitely going to need to address that in the rule set eventually.
Definitely.
Because someone's
It's a
going to
very
do
obvious tactic for control.
Someone's going to do it.
Yeah, it's such an obvious tactic for control. Get a few points ahead and then just literally run around the edge of the circle.
Yeah. But at least in control, you're confined to that space. So
Yes, there's less chance of being able to run away.
But that also comes down to the 2v1 positioning. If your team doesn't know how to sandwich someone and cover their retreats, then you can probably get away with doing that.
Yeah, and also if it's 2-on-2, probably got more chance of getting away with it. 3-on-3, less chance.
Yeah.
So the next match, League is who's playing next? Is 999, is it?
Yeah, it should be STD versus 999.
You know who's playing on 999?
No, not yet.
Probably Legolas and Swanko and someone else.
I'm expecting EXT as the first member to
You
show
know how
up
active he is.
Don't expect EXT, just don't.
Is he going to play?
So who's playing Legolas on the team?
I know he's on my team, but he's not playing the games.
How
I think he's
unfortunate.
away. Yeah, you know, right?
Surprising.
But Legolas, do you know who is going to play on your team this evening?
I don't know. They are not answering.
Oh, I see.
And we are waiting.
Well, we might be in for a bit of a wait then, in that case.
Let me see.
If you spec
that's
Electrino League, you can see he's doing the double jump feature, which is introduced in
Oh
this
yeah, it's a new
patch.
addition. I think that'll help people not take as much damage on Tasper until I fix the scale.
Yeah.
Because it mitigates
We've all
fall
got used to
damage.
it now, though.
Yeah. It mitigates fall damage completely, I'm pretty sure. So
Really?
that rotate to the bottom, yeah, that rotate to the bottom platform, you know what I'm talking about? Behind the rock?
Yeah.
That should be way easier now. I wall run the rock like a fucking psycho.
Yeah, I jump
But I
on.
know like
will
most
run
people don't want to try that because I mean
side.
I kill myself doing it all the time. But I think that's the best rotate without the double jump. Is wall run the rock behind, backflip, hold space, and then get to the platform that way. But that's
Yeah, I usually
super
do the
ballsy.
safest. Yeah, I always go for a safer option now. But the first time I played at that map, it was, it was awful.
Oh, dude, yeah, for everyone, it was like, okay, how do I get around?
Yeah, I think it was in a. I can't remember who we were playing against. It was one of these Vertex competitive matches or whatever.
I will say it's hilarious seeing people just fall into the lava around
Yeah.
you. This is like raining down like default Vertex males.
Yes.
It's so good.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Okay, but it might be a bit too late, but I have the stats up now in on Twitch.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
can see them.
Oh, boy.
Since 999 seem only 2 members short, perhaps that.
So it wasn't quite as equal as I thought, actually, in terms of it. Electrino was absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this net damage and KDA
Yeah,
is
he's-
really good.
Higher than 500 net is like crazy.
Yeah, that's a
You're
joke.
up like 6 kills. He's up more than 6 kills there. That's pretty wild.
Yeah,
And
seriously.
Trino
Good.
at the start of game 1, first point spawns and he's 7-1. Like, that's just wild.
Absolutely. And he's quite a few deaths in game 1, but you know, by far the most kills.
Yeah.
The score of 13.
I think blue team, the main thing about them is the team play. Like everyone's playing the dual play style where you just kind of, you know, you're just kind of swinging at people. But
Yeah.
like you really gotta observe what's happening. Play a certain way to just for getting points and not kills. The kills will come if you play smart.
How do you?
Yeah,
I think that was the main thing.
Do you practice a certain way to make sure that you get all this stuff down in matches?
Not really. Just kind of wing it. I'm not really a dueler. Like I never liked 1v1 in JK that much, especially at the higher level, just because of how patient you really have to play. I was more of a team person. But I feel like a lot of Vertex players have the dueler, like the duelist play style.
Interesting.
And even Ridzu on my team, I think he's really good, but he still plays the 1v1 play style when we play teams.
Yeah.
Instead
Definitely.
of instead of playing the team, kind of play style.
It's very different, and in JKA, some of the really good duelers weren't necessarily the best TFFA players.
Right.
The best TFFA players were sometimes not, separate to the best duelists.
Yeah, it's completely
back in
different
the kind
style.
of in the old pro scene days.
Like if you have two of the best duelists versus two players that are really good at doubles. The two players who are good at doubles, even though they probably would lose a race in a duel against both players, they're probably gonna win the doubles match.
Yeah, definitely.
There's way more to teams than just isolated 1v1s.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've never been much of a duelist. I always find I get kind of bored after a minute or two.
Yeah, exactly. I get super impatient. I just start eating myself in the duel. I'll maybe play like 4 or 5 like solid duels where I'm like, all right, I'm like playing my best, and then I'm like, all right, it's time to just throw myself in, and then I get destroyed.
Yeah, I'm the same. I just get bored by dueling.
Yeah.
Whereas team, I like this. You know, the social element of it is good,
Yeah.
and also
Especially you play more
all the
staff.
thinking as well.
You play more
Yeah, I
staff
play
than
mostly
single,
staff,
so you have red players just avoiding you the whole time, and you're the one who
Yeah.
has to make the play.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. I do get the best of some pretty good players with it, but
Yeah.
but
I can see how that
it's
can
too
get
much
annoying.
effort. It's
Yeah,
too much
exactly.
effort basically. Whereas in TFFA things are so quick and things are happening at a faster pace. You can keep up the energy without having to sort of be completely concentrating the whole time.
Right.
Like
And
in
I
a
think
duel
we
when
all
it's stressful.
could also improve how, all right, if you have a staff player on your team, and you're usually like you have got one red player and one like faster style.
Yeah,
It's good to have the staffer kind of manipulate people into the red player swings.
definitely. Yeah,
Because
that's
it's
something I
scary. Like
do a
seeing a
lot.
staff player swing at you is scary. You're gonna back up, right? So
Yep.
if you have the V formation on someone, the 2v1, the staffer can move in, kind of push the one player back into
Yeah,
the
I do
red
that a lot.
player, and then sometimes they'll panic, jump away, and then you just cover the landing. There's
Yeah,
a
I
lot of things
often
you
do
can do
that.
there. Yeah,
And it's very safe to just pressure someone with
yeah,
attacks
for
and
sure.
look like you're going for them, just to try and reposition them so they go into your teammate.
Staff
Basically,
is scary.
it's scary, but the thing about staff is that you're very vulnerable.
Right.
You're very vulnerable. You're extremely vulnerable to backstabs.
Yeah, especially
You're
in
extremely
teams.
vulnerable
It's
to
pretty
air
tough.
hits as well.
It's pretty tough in teams
And
with
it's
staff. You gotta be careful.
yeah. And the other thing about staff is that it's so footwork based. If you make a slight
yeah.
mistake and you go the wrong way for like
Oh.
half a second, then you can often just get, one shot or two
I
shots.
definitely can't play staff on the EU server with like 100 ping, and
Yeah, no way.
that small discrepancy in distance for me is like like that could just be like I get 100 ode in a second, or I get a
Yep.
counter hit.
Yeah, that's it.
It's way safer for me to just play single.
Yeah, and I play quite a not a mega aggressive dark style. So for me, it's
I'm looking
completely
at
about
these-
timing.
I'm looking at these stats again, and it looks like Milky. It took Milky like a game to really warm up, and then he top fragged on his team.
Yeah,
game
interesting.
two.
He played really well in game 2. He was just crushing everyone, really.
I bet if he just warmed up a little before these matches, I feel like the game one would have been way closer.
Looks like
Yeah.
we might have a match in a bit.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Just
But yeah, it's in. Oh, yeah, sorry.
no,
Lee.
it's just saying, like I think 1 or 2 minutes. Looks like it.
Oh, great. But I think what you said, Max, about warming up is actually an underrated thing. It's, if you're not
For
warmed
sure.
up, it's a funny game. It's not you. If you haven't played a bit before you go into the match, then you play significantly worse. You have to
I
get
even see it
the muscle
myself.
memory going.
Even if I play like I free for all a little before a match, it still takes me a good match to like really warm up to, the 2v2 or 3v3 control match.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
I always notice I play way better in game 2 and 3 by
I think
far.
it might be live.
No, they're kind of idling around, but surely it's not live.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think they're going to restart and then go. So back to Korriban. And this is a new team now. It's, what are they called? League?
999, the Lagmeisters.
That's it, Lagmeisters. So Lagmeisters against STD. So STD have the advantage of being very warmed up, but they also might be burned out playing 2 matches.
Can you hit
So-
tab? I want to see the roster real quick.
Yep. So,
Okay.
who do you guys? Who's your favorite team in this one?
I think this is really even. Although,
Let's see.
only thing is that they don't have Swanko on Lagmeisters.
Yeah, I think if they had Swank, it'd be closer.
Yeah,
But this
I think they
might
might
be-
even win with Swanko.
This might be a wipe for STD, honestly.
Yes. Mm.
electrino, starting out this round with 2 kills.
Lego and Goos have been trading, and they're like just even. Oh, that was a nice hit, but I think Lego missed the poke there. He would have killed him, but he kills him anyway, so that's fine.
What do you think, Bax, of this strategy of going in for a free-for-all before the points actually scored?
I think it's fine if you're confident enough. Like, I try not to take any damage before the point spawns, so I play super safe. Like, I'm only trying to backstab. You know, I'm only going for really safe counters. I'm not trying to trade at all. I'm not trying to take damage.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you
how
need
I
to
play
stay
as well.
100. You need to stay 100 for first point because, like,
Yeah,
you know, that's the game mode.
I think if you feel, and especially if there's a, God, this is a really lot of action in this match. I think if you feel if you feel that there's someone on their team who could potentially just kill you very quickly, then there's just no point in fighting at all. I tend to not even fight and not bother.
But
You
there's
just go somewhere
probably
else.
there's probably an argument to be made where, you know, if you get the kill lead before a point spawns, you're up what 10 to 50 like points.
Yeah,
So
I mean, if you
as well.
if you think you can get it and safely, then I think it's a really good strategy. But it's it depends on a lot of factors.
Okay, I think we're seeing really electrine popping off again. I think he's the one
Trino
to
is
watch this
going
match.
wild on Korriban. Like, this is crazy.
You can see great.
He's
spacing
7-1
out.
again.
Yeah.
So you can see that in terms of how he plays stuff, he's very, very aggressive style. Well, he quite often, when he's using his left and right attacks, will walk forward at the same time, which is actually takes a bit of effort to do. You have to sort of time it between the keys.
Yeah, you gotta let go of A and D, and then press W, and then press the
Yep. Basically that, yeah. Which he's
advancing
got down
frames.
very well. So he's doing that a hell of a lot.
Yeah, that's
And
big on
just
staff. You can
running into the
fly
enemies,
people.
basically.
If people don't know how to retreat against that, you're just gonna 100-0 them like, instantly, pretty much.
He's mostly fighting on the ground as well.
Yeah, I find it hard. I'm not sure about you guys, but I find it hard to aerial people with staff.
Oh,
I'm not sure what it is.
do it a lot, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
I've never
Yeah, I find it a really helpful tool actually. It's risky though, especially if you see that if you're against a single user and they're swinging in the air, you have to hit them low, and you have to time it so you don't get hit overhead. So you kind of approach them from the bottom and then hit them up from below, and then usually you just hit their feet and do 17 damage or something. But it can be a nice way to just rack up a bit of damage
Electrino just
if you see the opportunity.
he just swoops in and kills people.
Yep. And looking at his style, it's very ground-based. He's not jumping. He's being conservative with his footwork, but very aggressive. And it's working incredibly well for him. It's absolutely decimating the opposition.
So they're already 60 ahead. This is gonna be tough. They seem to not be able to control.
This will be tough. Legolas seems to be doing quite well on Lagmeisters' side.
Oh, team kill. That's harsh for 999.
Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about the respecting the radius of your teammates. You want to avoid that as much as possible, obviously.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, Lee.
What I've tried to do is not use D and A skills as much when you know your teammate is fighting an enemy. And if you want to
that's
come
a
in,
good idea.
if you want to come in, at least that's what I'm trying to do is use W a lot more.
Yeah, or just a forward diagonal.
Yeah.
Just so you don't have the max range, you can kind of stay. That's a good idea, honestly. I didn't even think of that.
I think it's way easier to also pull away if you if you have to, because with a D swing I can never tell if I'm gonna insta my teammate or if I'm going to pull away.
Yeah, I find myself always quickly 180ing when I'm like, oh, I'm too close to my teamate. Just look away.
Yeah. It's quite interesting, League, if you sort of look at it from an overhead perspective, to see how the teams are positioned in the circle. And you can see that it's basically, there's almost like these kind of 3 duels going on at the moment,
Yeah.
rather than a proper team.
Yeah, I mentioned it
Kind of-
earlier. Everyone has the 1v1 playstyle still. Like, the team
Yeah.
tactics just aren't being used yet on most teams, I'd say.
You can see that even Electrino, who's playing fantastically, is sort of focusing a target one by one,
He
and just
is
taking them down.
annihilating. Oh my god.
Because he's so skilled, it works very well for him.
Oh,
Did
that
you
was a
see
nice overhead. Holy crap.
He did what you said.
Oh!
Yeah,
And then he aerials him. That was sick. I'm...
whoa, that was 100-0 in 2 hits.
Yeah. I was testing earlier, and you can just one-shot someone with one right swing. Full poke.
That's
At
mad.
least on these settings. It's pretty crazy.
That is mad.
Oh, Lego falls.
Some team damage. You see, they
So
are
you
not
see how
spacing
mobile
out as
people
well.
are? You see how mobile people are? Okay, now you see some of blue team like staying put, but you don't want to be too mobile on the bridge unless you're super confident with your movement. 'Cause
And
it's
if
so
you look
easy to
overhead, Max, they're actually STD are doing pretty much what you were talking about. Each just sticking to one area.
Yeah, you want to just hold a section, and then
Yeah,
you force the other team to huddle into the last section you can't cover, and then I usually jump behind them at that point to throw them off.
yeah. You played the bridge. I remember in our last match, you played the bridge very well.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Whereas we buggered it up.
to kind of pressure, push people off, put them in awkward spots, make them fall off.
Yeah, it's I like it. I mean, I know it's just happenstance that it happens to be a pretty good control point, but it is a good one, a challenging one.
Looks like it's a wrap for game 1.
That's it. Not much to say there. There's a lot of duels going on rather than the sort of team play we were talking about last round.
Can Goose finish it? Or will Electrino do it?
I think Electrino's going to kill Ordura. That's my bet.
Oh, Hellgore doesn't.
Oh no, Hellgore finished it. There we go. Well, there's a lot of action in that game.
Trina almost 1k net.
Unbelievable.
Man, that is rough. Maybe on
Right, they're
Skype.
choosing the second map, interestingly. Is there a rule about this? Does the losing team choose the second map or something?
I think not a formal one. But it's been practical in the past. Also changing
Yeah.
servers and stuff.
Yeah,
That was certainly- that was
we
the
did
old,
the gentleman switch server towards the end of the match, towards like the end of the weeks. I didn't mind really. It's fair.
Yeah,
That was the
There's-
ESL rule that we used to do. Was just
Yeah.
switch. You know, whoever loses the first round gets to pick the server and map.
I think we could do. I used to play Smash Melee in tournaments, and we would do the stage ban system, where there's a pool of starter maps, and then you rock paper scissors to see who bans a map first, and then you switch off banning maps until one is left, basically, and that's how you decide the first match.
Oh right.
And then you add after that, the loser can counterpick a certain pool of maps, and then the winner can ban one counterpick map, and then the loser can pick any of the other ones. And I think that would be a decent. I think that'd be a decent system for control, honestly. But
It's not bad.
buy everyone.
I mean, it was like we used to have. I think it was they just had a map list. I think
Yeah,
in ESL, just literally a list of maps that were deemed to be pretty competitive. You know.
yeah.
next round is live by the way, and we already saw some nice juicy kills. Hello, hello.
every time Trino gets, what's up with
Oh,
that?
hey man.
Every time Trino gets close to someone, he's just like, I just see sparks everywhere, and he's just swinging. It's pretty wild. Look at that. Just,
And a kill.
Wow.
So to say, I keep connected. That I leave the screen. I am AFK. I'm just looking sometimes, and I leave and go, etc.
okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So Schmeth taking down Electrino.
So what are the actual Bax, are you aware of the actual kind of the sort of technical changes in from this patch
Yeah.
compared to the last?
Clashing is a lot. It's pretty different now. Last patch, you get a clash bonus from your movement speed vector. So if you're walking towards someone last patch, you'll usually win the clash if they're moving backwards. And then it was just a hard roll of damage phase, beats, wind up, and recovery. Boom,
Yeah.
like flat, like that's it. But this patch, we have clash thresholds for each different saber matchup. And what that means is the angular speed of the first saber style only counts by a factor of whatever the threshold number is in comparison to the second.
Yeah.
And that kind of sounds confusing. I'm gonna have to explain it better to people eventually. But
I think
No,
it's,
it makes sense.
yeah, it's well enough for this stream.
and
Yeah.
there's also a check mark for that, where you can either have that apply to the entire swing, or you can only have it apply to damage phases, and then wind up and recovery will always lose if that's checked
Yeah.
to damage.
which
In my opinion, I think it'd be better to have it just apply to the whole swing, so that we have more dynamic clashing, where a wind up versus a wind up maybe will tie sometimes if
Yeah.
the settings are kind of set properly.
on
But it's going to
the,
take a lot of testing.
On the technical details, we will that on our weekly podcast with Vertex Controls.
Yeah, maybe we get Google
Vertex,
too.
the Bax cast, you call it.
Yeah.
If you want to support my Patreon, I only accept $100 donations and upwards.
Ah, yes, and Bitcoin.
Yeah, 10 bitcoins, no less than that. How much is that now?
What was it, 60k times 10? $600,000 or something?
Yeah, just a small.
Probably more. Yeah, it's not much to ask, just
Yeah,
to keep a random podcast going with 5 viewers.
it will all go towards the improvement of the stream quality.
Yeah, and it won't go to your bank account to buy you a Bentley.
Yeah,
You do payment plans too.
it's also not a multi-level marketing scheme, so you can stop asking about that. So
It's a very chaotic match, I have to say.
Yeah.
More chaotic even than the last one we watched.
Everyone just goes balls deep. They don't even care.
It's a mad FFA basically.
I
That's
find-
all over. Difficult to break down anyway. What's that,
What do
Lee?
you think about Electrino also leading still? But I think every second round another member of STD seems to turn up, whereas in the first round
Yeah.
they didn't as much.
Goos's net is like really good.
Yeah, Goos is sort of carrying in inverted commas.
He might be clocked in now. This is game 4 now for him.
His
I think. Oh yeah, sorry.
his cheat configuration is adjusted.
Yeah, he turned his X on. Yeah.
But I think it's deceptive to you to say that one person is carrying because it's such a team-based game
Right.
mode. as
Yeah,
well.
of course.
It's just purely the team dynamic, I think. And I think the other team members have to allow that person to get loads of kills and do whatever they're doing, not getting in their way and all sorts of stuff. So
STD seems to have
Yeah,
a
team
steady
effort.
lead of at least 50 points this whole match so far.
Nice
And
flyby by Hellgore.
red team just can't seem to like close the
Ooh.
gap.
Yeah, they're just being bullied around.
And right now we're seeing a 1v3. Lego is just balls deep in there. He should have waited for his team,
Yeah.
like I've been saying.
He caught one, but it's very risky. I guess.
Yeah, and then now he's dead. He's dead, and it's a 2v2. He could have just had that. A 3v2.
Yeah, could have been racking up points there.
Yeah. And Trino seems to have a slightly faster rotate than most other people in this match too.
Yeah, he does. He's got very good straight jumping and awareness of where the points are as well.
The control really tests your strafing. Oh my gosh, that was not how you block.
Yeah, and it's also not a good idea
Acting.
to walk in the middle of a cross with three people, kind of
I
on
haven't
different
tested
branches of
block.
it.
I haven't tested block on this patch. I'm not sure if it's even viable.
It's very difficult now, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe he's,
It's
he's
very specifically aimed.
maybe he's from Russia. I think they don't have very secure street crossings for pedestrians. That's why he just went into the middle.
Yeah.
He's used to that.
Well, you've got those in the US, don't you? Those sort of crossroads where it's a bit of a free-for-all.
Oh.
Like a four-way
Oh yeah,
junction.
plenty of those.
And the Windows.
Yeah, well, we've got roundabouts in the
Windows
UK.
test.
which
That
are more-
was even
It's also
more of a
crazy.
wipe than game 1.
Sorry to cut you off.
Lots of action.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
What was it about the American roundabouts? Sorry.
I was just saying that in the UK we got roundabouts instead, which is sort of
Yeah, we have both. We have both.
reasonably safe. Oh really? There is one roundabout between Hong Kong and mainland China when everyone goes mad because they're swapping from going the left-hand side of the road in Hong Kong
Yeah, I think I've
because
seen
it's
videos
colonial,
of that.
and then to the right side, and it's just absolutely mad there.
Yeah.
If you ever want a life kind of a deeply worrying experience in a car, then I recommend going to Hong Kong and then trying to get
So
some men
StickNick said,
drive to mainland China.
StickNick has said he's the only one in voice. I bet STD was in voice the whole time.
Yeah.
So that's pretty bad to not have team comms. I think team comms are huge, especially like someone's low. You can just backstab them and kill them with yellow or whatever you're on. It's pretty big to have team comms in control.
I've got the scores up.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at them. I mean, it was just a mad game of action, a sort of free-for-all, really.
Yeah. And Trino actually got closer to Goos's net damage. Goose had like plus 350 when Trino was plus 100, so he kind of closed the gap there. They just played, I mean, STD just played super solid like both matches.
Yeah.
Not much else to say. Like they kind of played the isolated 1v1s, but like it just worked out for them.
You can see actually that Goos's movement is pretty good. He's quite good at not getting hit.
Yeah.
And he has the lowest deaths, I think, in both rounds.
Yeah.
Because he plays fairly safe.
It's good to have the player that does that. I'd say
Mm.
I'm the safer player on my team because I'm trying to do what's best for my team instead of go for frags because I know my other teammates are gonna just go for frags.
Yeah.
So it's good to have that stabilizer of like one player just is always positive net and leaves deaths.
Yeah.
You definitely want at least one person doing that.
Yeah, they've got. I mean, in terms of the team composition, it's quite good, isn't it? Because the electrino is very aggressive and applies a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And Goose is quite reserved but he's very present and got very good net damage score, plenty of kills, but doesn't die very much. And then Hellgore's somewhere in between, sort of dancing around and a few sort of flashy kills here and there.
They're just discussing what the standings are. I think Kans might be tied with STD now.
Yeah, there will be. STD are at 6 wins.
I
Kans
don't
are at
think our
6.
team is going to be able to play today.
Who are you playing against? Have you got to play against AR?
Yeah, we have to fight AR.
So if AR somehow beat you,
or next
then it's a
weekend.
3-way tie for second place.
Oh, that was wild.
Do we?
tiebreaker match.
Yeah, why not? Be fun.
I guess you'd have to do it by points at that point.
Do you know if you're gonna be able to play?
I don't think we can play today. Jedi is available. I don't want to play on this laptop.
Yeah, it doesn't sound
I
like a
guess I
good
could.
experience.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could, but
Well, you don't want to drop a match. You haven't dropped any. Yet, so
right.
it'd be a shame to drop one because of a laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be back on Tuesday. I don't know. I don't know if AR is available then. I'm gonna have to talk to Toni, but
But I think surely the laptop hardware can't be less powerful than the steamroller you're usually playing on.
yeah. Yeah, I got a beast at home.
I think that the second season of the control thing will be quite interesting actually, because
Yeah.
obviously everyone's kind of learning the mode and learning team strategies and stuff.
Yeah, I'd
But-
like to do some. I'd like to have like either me or Trina or someone else do like some educational videos on a couple of things. One being map movement and wall running. The other is like 2v1 positioning and like general team play.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
there's
definitely.
actually there's some hidden I call them the rise jump, where you can start a wall run vertically and then backflip, but then just go straight up and you kind of just shoot up like super fast.
Yeah, I thought there was a bug or something, but I've been doing that
Yeah.
since I discovered it. It's quite useful.
So Rise was the one that showed me that, and I've been using it since I played like that day. And it's really helpful, especially when you don't have that much force. You can literally on 0 force go up the more than a distance of a full wall run with full force, just doing
It's
3
actually-
rise jumps.
It's actually really good on that bridge point because you can just wall run and then immediately fly into the middle of
Yeah,
the
that's a good
battle
example.
and just surprise someone.
Yeah, so
As
you
long
do
as
the
you know where
backflip
you're
off.
going.
You do the backflip off, you just shoot up, and then you can kind of just strafe in.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's
I
definitely
think-
a useful
I
one.
think some people can benefit from knowing that.
So your match isn't going to be this week, right?
No, most likely not. Definitely not today. I tried to get if Ridzu was available, we probably could have done it, but he had to do something today.
I think I'll wrap up the stream then.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice to meet you, Bex, and very nice to have you as, of course, muSe. I think this was another successful match day, successful stream, and we'll see all of you, the people, next time. When
Yeah, it's fun commentating.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Yeah.
League.
Uh,
Of the multitude of people who were watching live.
yes.
Peace out.
It's so strange to talk like this when we literally know them
Yeah.
by heart and stuff.
Sort of responding in game to I think their League.
Yeah.
Well, see you and have a nice evening.